Any interest in looking past what was and looking forward to what's to come?
Oh, I've already looked past that. Yeah. I don't look towards that anymore.
Not looking towards it, but is there a chance bygones will be bygones?
Oh, bygones are bygones. As far as I see.
I wanna take off for Pharrell, then come get his legacy out of my house. Man, fuck all that spinning the narrative. I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all of that heritage.
Cried in front of me, you in front of me. Calabasas took your and your pride in front of me,
Today here on the Breakfast Club, we dropped a worldwide exclusive from the Clips. Pusha T was taking shots at somebody.
Pusha T calls Travis a when he dissed him. Say he got the video on.
With the year that Kendrick had, like parading that body around that he caught all around the world, I knew Push was sitting home thinking of which one of you was gonna get it.
We're not here to hobnob with any rappers, and I personally don't like rappers who don't rap.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that.
Nobody's safe on this album, which leads me to Travis Scott. If I had to break down Travis Scott's shady character, I'd have to do it in a separate video. But to summarize what's going on, it's a callback to the Meltdown verse, which was Travis Scott's song on his project that he featured Drake on, and Drake's verse was dissing Pharrell Williams. Pharrell is supposed to be cool with Travis. Pharrell has produced joints for Travis. Back when the Clips were in Paris in a luxury Louis Vuitton recording studio recording this album, apparently Travis Scott rudely interrupted the session and played his Utopia album, which included the Meltdown, track on there without Drake's verse, which that obviously disses Pharrell. Pusha T blames Travis Scott that he didn't try to censor it or, ask Drake to take his verse off out of respect for Pharrell.
He's shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris. It came through carrying the Utopia briefcase.
Right. Yep.
Doing his whole spiel.
Mm-hmm.
He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the Meltdown verse or whatever comes on.
Drake on Travis Scott talking about melting Pharrell's jewelry.
Yeah, and all of that. That was a corny, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should. It's Travis. He's harmless. I'm not into his whole makeup. I took it there. And then to to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold and then, do all that he did. It was like, man, that was corny. He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. I've definitely had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You in front of me, you cried in front of me. Calabasas took you and your pride in front of me. I had to help you. People take that type for granted. I don't take that for granted. So be it. I just thought it was disrespectful. I'm like, man, we don't even want you here, to be honest. Like, we're not here to hobnob with any rappers. And I personally don't like rappers who don't rap.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want it. So, to come and interrupt the session, to do something backhanded and backbiting, and not for nothing, like, man, I didn't have to put my arm around you before. You know what I'm saying? But, to go along with the title, so be it. He does this numerous times. You know what I'm saying? He'll do it with his mentor.
Right.
Yay. You know what I'm saying? He was even instrumental in the whole beef now, the Like That verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Egging that on. I don't want nobody who don't rap to egg nothing on. You don't rap. Stay out of rappers' business. You specifically stay out of rappers' business.
Pusha T didn't take kindly to that, and it was addressed on the Clips' second single. On June 17, 2025, the Clips dropped their second follow-up single after Ace Trumpets titled So Be It, with Pusha T confirming that he's 100% taking shots at Travis Scott. Pusha raps, "Fucking with P gets you something immediate. Your soul don't like your body, we can help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. Ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. P could be referred to Pusha T referring to himself or Pharrell, and playing with either one could result in immediate consequences that result in literal or metaphorical unaliving of some sort. And then we just wait for TMZ to leak it. Now, Malice doesn't seem to be taking heavy shots on there, but some lines could be, in my opinion, could be attributed to Drake, maybe. You know what I'm saying? You tell me if I'm reaching, but here we go. Being quiet, ain't riot, you ain't Paris. I feel like these lines could be a callback to Drake's threats on the track Meltdown, you know, to Pusha T when Drake said that he would have the Wasses in Paris. He's lucky that Vogue is suing and all that after Pharrell in Paris. Like, that was basically lines responding to that. So when Malice says, been quiet, you ain't riot, you ain't Paris, he could be referring to Drake and at the same time be talking about the city of Paris, which is France, which is famously associated with riots and rampages, the most recent occurring on May 31st, 2025. Basically saying, you don't got the balls to do shit when we was in Paris. You ain't riot, you ain't Paris. You ain't gonna cause a riot and bust a grape about you ain't believe God did. You ain't Khaled. This could also be a shot at Drake, comparing Drake's song and music video God's Plan, making Drake seem like he's a fraud and doesn't really care about God or religion, opposed to Malice, who walked away from the hip-hop game because of his religious views and almost seemingly saying Drake wasn't genuine talking about God. You know, opposed to DJ Khaled, who made a song called God Did. Like middlemen, they them, you know what happened, ski. To me, this seems like a double entendre for middlemen who move work that's taxing the game and making a lot of money, almost like Travis Scott, who makes a lot of money by playing both sides, being the middleman and hip-hop drama among peers he acts like he's cool with. But it could cost the middlemen their lives by playing this taxing game with different people. But most of the obvious shots came toward the end of the track when Pusha T jumped on, you know, the fourth verse, I think it was. You cried in front of me, you in front of me, Calabasas took your and your pride in front of me. Pusha T recalls a moment of vulnerability within these bars between Travis Scott and himself, where Travis broke down crying and looked for Pusha T as a shoulder to cry on in regards to him breaking up with his ex, Kylie Jenner, you know, and also the baby mother of his kids. Her Utopia had moved right up the street and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat. Pusha T references Utopia, Travis Scott's fourth studio album, using it as a play off of words. He then alludes to a woman with a lip gloss venture performing well enough to not need Travis Scott's money to eat. This is also a reference to Travis Scott's ex-girlfriend, Kylie Jenner, who owns Kylie Cosmetics, a makeup brand valued at approximately $1.2 billion as of 2025. The net gon' call it the way that they see it, but I got the video. I can share and AE it. Pusha T is referring to the net as the internet, basically saying people are gonna have their opinions, but I got the video and I can share and AE it. Basically saying he has dirt on Travis Scott with this video that Travis Scott doesn't want the public to see. Pusha can share and AE it, like the documentary channel that has smugglers and hustlers with masks on cooking it up, which Pusha T has referenced AE in the past on his bars, which I think was on the track Untouchable, you know, tell A&E to turn the cameras off.
Tell A&E to turn the cameras off. Push.
Travis Scott, Alexander, AE, and Southside got into a scuffle at an after party in Cannes, France. Alexander A.E. Edwards is a music executive and shares a son with Amber Rose. And A.E. has been dating Cher since 2022. Cher is a Grammy-winning singer and Academy Award-winning actress. They wouldn't believe it, but I can't unsee it. Luckily, I ain't TMZ it, so be it. Now, at this point, there's multiple theories on what this video of Travis Scott or pertaining to Travis Scott could actually be. Some people think it's Pusha T recording Travis Scott crying to him about Kylie Jenner. Others think it's video footage of between Travis and AE fighting. Some people think it's a video of Kylie Jenner getting or something like that. But that doesn't even fit the context of these bars, because why would Cher or AE even be a factor in the Kylie Jenner getting? It just doesn't make sense. A lot of these narratives don't make sense. If we already know about the fight, then not a whole lot of new shocking damage would be done by exposing the footage of a fight we already knew that happened. I think this video has something to do with obviously AE or Cher, and I think Travis Scott knows exactly what he's talking about, but I don't think it's in the context that people think it's in, to be real. If Travis Scott can get Drake on a song and diss Pharrell, then I don't want to hear about Pharrell producing a track for Pusha T, in the clips that disses Travis Scott. All is fair in love and war. Pusha T doesn't have to respond to Drake's disses on the song Meltdown because he just went ahead and got Travis Scott the f*** on out of here instead.